Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this lovely spring day in Colorado. It is April the 22nd. It started snowing last night, and well, it's still snowing. My almond bush over here, I'm pretty sure all those lovely blooms I had are now going to be gone once all that melts. But you know what? Let's go back inside into the warmth and look at some lovely ladies. All right, so these are the ladies that I wanted to show you. So these ladies right here are going to be living in my living room for the next week because of the temperatures we are going to have here in Colorado. Highs around the mid 50s, and then it's going to drop down into the mid 20s on and off throughout the week. So we need to leave them inside. But as you can see, I do have my little rack set up, and then I have some sitting over there in the back as well. And then that pot has some begonia bulbs in it, and it got snow on it, so I'm not sure if they're actually going to bloom this year. We'll just have to wait and see. But back to the ladies on the table. So I have my Kingianum here, and I did repot her into a bigger pot to allow for another few years of growth. She was in a small 3-inch pot and has quickly started taking over now that she's kind of got her groove on. She grew these 3 and 4 growths over the winter. So I'm expecting some more growth from her, and I repotted because all 4 of these new growths will be producing new roots. She had a great root system when I put her in there. I'm growing the Hibiki Kikis outside as well, and then the Cooper Queen, I believe that's what this one is. Let me just double check. Yes, the Cooper Queen, there's the tag. Now, if you don't own this one and you want this one, take note that, do you see that root right there? It's a couple of root nubbins there actually. She does not start growing her roots until her growth is completely mature. So again, this one here is also a monofoliate or bifoliate or unifoliate. Monofoliate, unifoliate, same thing. I'm also growing the Nodosa crossed with Small World outside this year. And of course, this one here, I grew last year. We got a nice little bloom off of her this fall, but this is what she came as, but this is not what she is. Sorry for those dirty fingernails, guys. I was outside getting snow and stuff off my freshly budding roses outside. I'm going to grow this one outside. This was sold as a nobly, but it's a dendrobium fowl. I don't know what she looks like, but she does have the beginnings of a new growth there. So this growth that we see in front of us right here, she grew that last year inside, but I'm going to grow her outside this year and see if she doesn't do a little bit better. Cucullata will be grown again outside. She's finished off this new growth right here over the winter in the house. We're going to take, this is the one with the largest name ever, the BLC Willamette Wong crossed with Onse Mendenhall. But she has 2 growths right here that she is finishing up, and I'm hoping for a bloom on her soon because she is producing blind sheaths, and then the key lime is going to be grown outside. So these leaves that you see here, she was senescing those prior to me putting them outside. They did sit outside for about 2 weeks, and then, you know, that cold stuff came. Elaine Taylor, I had to kind of strap her a little bit because she's got this one wanky leaf that kind of leans to the side, and she kept blowing around. And I'm just waiting on new roots. Let's see if we can zoom in on those 2 new growths that she's finishing off so I can repot her. And then I'm going to grow the big Vanda that I got from Hauserman outside. I will be repotting her in the next few days because she has, let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Do you see those? She's got some root tips starting. So I'm going to go ahead and freshen her up because what I did before surgery is the media that she came in. I just put some fresh media at the bottom, plopped her in with whatever media she had, and put fresh media on top to sustain her for my recovery. And she did not skip a beat, so she will be getting a repot soon. Of course, my Van de Pearl Cooper has been growing outside for the last 2 years. She'll be back outside again. And then the one that I got from the Orchid Supply Store, which if you guys want a 12% discount on your order, go to orchidsupplystore.com. Enter the coupon code TRISH at checkout and get your supplies and, of course, orchids at that discount. And they have free shipping in the in the continental United States. Can't use words today. So she has grown this leaf. Well, she came with this leaf starting. She's done this one, and now she's growing this one, plus roots. She's in a large Van de Bark and moss mix, which you can also get at the Orchid Supply Store. I'm also growing this one outside again this year. This is the BLC Naomi's Delight. She does have that little growth right there and there. So she's got 2 directions of growth coming out. That's damage from last year. Little sun damage from last year. She got a little bit too much. And then last but not least, my spring fragrance Cattleya. I think I'm going to grow outside next year, this year as well. So this is from last year. I had to take her outside and I sprayed her down with a fungicide because I wasn't sure what was going on with her, but she has, we're going to count them. So we've got 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, 7, there's 8, 9, 10. I thought I counted 11, but I guess it's just 10 new growths coming in. And she sits on that little wooden shelf you saw at the beginning, and she's getting a lot of sun because that right there is from this year sitting outside, as is this right here. So I may end up putting up a curtain like Nina does over at Ninja Orchids to kind of help protect them from direct rays. Haven't quite decided yet, or I just may let them harden off. This right here is from this year as well. This damage that you see on her is from last year. So that's what I wanted to show you guys today. So this is kind of what my life looks like when I sit in my chair. This is what I'm looking at. Not really a bad view, but it blocks all the beauties over there, which I'll show you guys those in a future video. So I thought I'd tag this on at the end. I don't know how well you can see the blooms or not. The sun's not really on them, but some of them I think are going to be okay. Others I think might not be. I shook the snow off of it. It's about an hour later. So I think they might be okay. We'll have to wait and see. They're not scented. You would think with the name almond tree, almond bush, that they would be scented, but they're not. They're really, really pretty blooms. Let's see if I can find one. Zoom in. Kind of remind me of oncidium blooms. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, well, everyone have a beautiful day. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.